This is a really exciting day in the history of Rodeph Shalom. Most of you have been hearing about this building initiative for the last year and a half. But we have been working on this for 5 years. We've worked with 4 different architectural firms, countless renditions of the plan, thousands of volunteer hours to progress this initiative, and hundreds of you have followed the extraordinary lead of Alan and Connie Berger, Rick Berkman and Tony Seidel, and Joanne and John Thalheimer to help us raise over $15.2 million towards our $18 million goal. Applaud yourself. Tomorrow we begin the first phase of this historic project. We are going to have a brand new fire tower built here. Our goals for this project are to enhance the safety and the accessibility and to add much needed space to our building. And when this fire tower is finished in 3 months, we will begin the major phase of this project that will give us a new south entrance, new classrooms, and accessibility for everyone. So we are very excited about this. You are all here because you care about Judaism, because you care about Rodeph Shalom, and because you understand that this congregation is the center for Jewish life in our region. And it is our responsibility to make sure that we provide opportunities for everybody in our region who wants to engage Jewishly in a building that is safe and accessible and has sufficient space to meet the needs of our thriving community. So if you have not made your pledge yet, this week would be a good time, especially given the uncertainty in the financial environment, changes in the tax code, and lots of other uncertainties. You can get a pledge card in your bulletin from the website or contact Tom Perloff or me. This is not the responsibility of 300 people. This is a responsibility of 1,150 families who are members of this congregation. We can only come to this congregation to raise the funds we need. There are no government grants. There aren't millions of alumni that we can turn to. We can only turn to you. So please, contribute in any way you can. It's important. Thank you.
Thank you, Dina. We are so blessed in our congregation to have Dina's leadership. She has provided such spirit and inspiration to all of us in this project, and she is just a gem. And so I want to just thank you publicly for everything you've done, as well as all the great presidents who came before you. Some are here now. Fred Strober, the immediate past president who did so much, Rick Berkman, and Tom Perloff, past president, and our board and officers, many of whom are here today. Dina, you said everything, but just want to think seriously about what this is all about. It's wonderful to have an addition, to have new space, to have a better physical plant, but what is this really all about? It's about our trying to ensure the future of the Jewish people in Philadelphia, and that's what we're all about. Everything we do, all the opportunities that we have to engage with each other, to pray together, to sing together, to learn and study together, to perform acts of loving kindness in our community, everything that we do is for the purpose of coming together to connect with each other for the sake of God and for the sake of the future of Judaism. And that's what we're here for today. So as we break this sacred ground, symbolically, we'll dedicate ourselves to that goal, that lofty goal of ensuring the future of the Jewish people. For your next generation, many of whom are standing here, and for generations yet to come, that is what we dedicate today. And I want to thank my wonderful colleagues, Rabbis Maderer, Friedman, Cantor, Frankel, and all of our staff and all of our congregation and leadership for everything you've done to make this day possible. 217 years this congregation has been around, and this has got to be one of the greatest, most historic days in that long and splendid history. And may we, with God's help, have at least 217 more. Thank you.
Amen.
And now I'd just like to introduce some of the members of our Building and Legacy Financing Task Force. Hank Bernstein, you should be up here. Jay Barnett. Right there. Raise your hand, Jay. Michael Hauptman, Tom Perloff, Fred Strober, Rick Berkman, Hank Bernstein, oops, and our clergy, Rabbis Maderer, Friedman, and Kuhn and Cantor Frankel. And with that, I think it's photo op time, right? Let's break this gun. Oh, Shakianu. Yeah, we need a blessing.
We need a blessing. Do you want to say something? Go ahead. Sing with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Thank you all so much for coming.
So even though today's groundbreaking is just to start the construction of our new fire tower, what makes this so significant is that we're doing what's called an enabling project in the trade, and enabling projects are the first step that you have to have in order to enable the rest of the project. And the second step will be the construction of our new addition. So this is a very significant day. We're getting this project going. The new addition will be spectacular, and it'll be something that we're all going to be incredibly proud of when it's finished in about a year and a half.
Well, I feel humbled to be on this very same ground that our ancestors were on in 1869 when they bought this very site to establish Rodeph Shalom in this part of Philadelphia. And here we are, over 100 years later, or almost 150 years later, looking to build an extension of the synagogue there now that has been here since 1928. There has been, as Dina Heron said in her remarks, we have worked for 5 or 6 years to get to this point of putting together plans, getting our Board of Trustees and the synagogue on board to commit to assuring that the future of Judaism will continue to be at this site at Broad and Mount Vernon Streets for generations to come. And I am just thrilled with our Board of Trustees to be part and parcel of all of this. And I wish all of us here the very best of luck at Rodeph Shalom as we move this project forward. Thank you.
Hi, we're the Ricardis, and we were thrilled to be a part of the groundbreaking today, and even more thrilled to be part of what's happening here at Rodeph Shalom. Our 3 biggest reasons for becoming involved are standing with us, and what they represent and what this building represents is the future of Judaism and of Reform Judaism in Center City and Greater Philadelphia. So whatever we can do to create bigger, brighter, safer, more welcoming spaces, to do all the things that Rodeph Shalom does is something that we were thrilled to be able to do. Thanks very much.
Mazel tov.